Hello, and welcome to Bearing in Mind Beer Reviews. From today, we're going to take a look at a series of beers from a brewery which has been around since 2015, but which I've never had the pleasure of sampling. And that is a brewery called DevilCraft, and they are located in Tokyo. And they were founded actually in 2011. Apparently they had been in planning stage for a long time, and there are three main founders who are all foreign residents of Tokyo. And one of their points was brew pubs or pubs in Tokyo didn't really seem to have a kind of a real sense of food character for their pubs, and DevilCraft decided that they would be doing pizza, and more specifically Chicago-style pizza, as their kind of signature food for their pubs. They founded in 2011 and were slowly working their way up. They got their license to brew in 2015, and they began right away from that point, and now have 4 locations in Tokyo, 4 places where you can get their Chicago-style pizza and their range of beers as well. So there are 3 foreign residents, and they kind of focus on different aspects. One, I think 2 of them, or maybe all 3, were home brewers. One certainly became the main brewer, and another focuses on the equipment. He was an engineer. And the third seems to focus on process and yeast and things like that. And right out of the gate, they made a big splash. They won a gold medal at the World Beer Cup with their very first entry ever. And that was for a British-style Imperial Stout, so pretty impressive. They've also won at Japan Brewers Cup. In 2019, they won the silver medal for their IPA. So they have a good reputation in Japan. They don't seem to get around as much. I think they focus mostly on supplying their pubs in Tokyo and maybe a few other places. I can't recall ever seeing them on tap in the Kansai region of Japan, Osaka area. I'm sure they have been, but I just have never seen it. In any case, so recently I purchased a set from them, actually 2 sets, and got a nice glass, signature glass from them, DevilCraft glass, 200 milliliters. They had a choice of 200 or 300 milliliters, and I probably should have gotten the 300 one, but it had a kind of long stem, and I wanted something with a shorter stem. In any case, so we're going to take a look at 10 different beers from them in this series, and I hope you will stay tuned for all of them. Okay? And now let's take a look at a second beer from DevilCraft Brewing. That's DevilCraft spelled as one word. And that beer is this one. It is called DevilCraft Patriot Crush. And it is a New England style IPA. And here it's listed at 5.5% alcohol. Another place I saw it listed at 6.7, so I'm not quite sure. We might be able to tell after drinking a little bit whether the alcohol is the higher or the lower level. New England style IPA, and it contains barley malt, hops, oats, and some wheat malt as well. And perhaps unmalted wheat. And so the oats are a common feature of this style of beer, and this is, of course, is probably one of the most popular styles that has come out in the last 3 or 4 years here. A lot of younger beer geeks love this style, and it's not my favorite, but I can, if they're well done, I can certainly drink it. On Rate Beer, this one has 10 ratings for an average score of 3.92, pretty high. Again, very popular style. Untapped, 646 ratings, an average score of 3.88. So not all that much difference between Rate Beer and Untapped. Let's give this one a go, shall we? Again, it's called Patriot Crush, 5.5% New England style IPA. Okay, it certainly has the requisite haziness here. It's kind of light, actually medium pastel yellow with a good fluffy 2 fingers of white foam, kind of a little bit spongy foam on the top. Put it through the light here. Okay, carbonation may not be terribly apparent through the haze, but certainly it's there with the foam like this. And all right, so we have a nice little hazy New England IPA. Let's give it a go. Certainly the nose has this rising tropical fruit sort of pungency. Get a lot of mango, pineapple. Flavor is very similar. Mango, pineapple, some citrus for sure. Very minimal hoppiness. DevilCraft does not indicate their international bittering units. And I looked around on their website and they have the menus, the beer menus for their 4 pizza locations, but none of them include, they have a description and alcohol content, but nothing about bittering or any other features. But the bittering is quite low here, which is typical for the style. It's very pleasant. Kind of bubbles up in the mid palate and the back of the top of their mouth here, and which kind of gives a little burst of flavor in that mid palate. This is a very pleasant beer. It has again the tropical fruitiness. There's something else though too. It's there's something beyond that. Something like some concentrated stone fruit, or something like pears perhaps in there. So a nice mix of flavors. Pleasant beer. I'm guessing it is 5.5% as it says on the label, rather than 6.7. So you should give this a try. DevilCraft Patriot Crush and New England IPA. Give it a go. DevilCraft has a website and they are selling beer online. I picked up 2 different sets from them, in addition to this nice little glass, and I think they deserve your attention. Certainly if you're in Tokyo, you can probably find one of their 4 locations and try their pizza as well. Well, that's it for today. Next we're going to be taking a look at another DevilCraft beer with a kind of new and unusual strain of yeast, and we'll explore that next time. Take care. Bye-bye.